Cuts are coming at Toronto City Hall and city workers are on the chopping block.
A bizarre accident in the city's West End leaves one man dead. Humber News starts now.
Hello, it's Thursday, December 1st, 2011. Welcome to Humber News, coming to you from the Broadcast Center here at the North Campus. I'm Maureen Khan. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Colin Ellis. Ahead on our show, we have all your news, sports, and entertainment highlights, as well as your 5-day weather forecast. But first, Maureen has our top story.
Over 1,000 of Toronto employees will be receiving pink slips next year. In an effort to reduce spending, the city is moving to cut 5% of its workforce through layoffs and unfilled vacancies. Humber News reporter Aaron Best has the details.
From the Toronto Transit to the Public Library, city workers, including the Toronto Police Service, will be seeing cuts in efforts to save for the 2012 city budget. Of the bid to eliminate 2,300 city jobs, 1,190 of those are layoffs. This is the largest job shedding in Toronto history. The public library is to lose 152 jobs, and 324 TTC workers have already been given their notice. As for the Toronto Police Service, 372 vacancies will not be filled by officers hired to serve and protect.
Anybody who believes that cutting staff doesn't result in a cut to service is kidding themselves.
Toronto Council is cutting jobs in order to help next year's budget, but we still don't know what the repercussions will be for employees and the public. For Humber News, I'm Aaron Best.
A man is dead after he was run over by a car in the Jane and Lawrence area. The 51-year-old man collapsed in the street after getting into a fight late last night. Soon after he fell to the ground, a van ran him over. Police are still unsure if he died from the altercation or from being hit by the car. He was rushed to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Police continue to investigate.
A third suspect has turned herself into police in connection with a downtown assault that was caught on tape and posted to the internet. Toronto police say that a 15-year-old girl turned herself in this morning. Police have charged her with assault causing bodily harm in connection with the incident that took place Saturday outside a Burger King near Yonge and Dundas. The beating captured on tape shows a 35-year-old victim and her attackers arguing on the street before punches are thrown. The helpless victim is then repeatedly kicked while on the ground. Police have already arrested 2 other 15-year-old girls.
Despite 2 deaths this week, Toronto's homicide rate has dramatically declined this year. So far, there has been 42 murders in the city, down from 61 in 2010. The rate peaked in 2005 at 86. The total is the lowest in the city since 1986.
The Canadian government is auditing the Ottawa-Piscot community to find out what happened to $90 million in federal support. The community in northern Ontario near James Bay is struggling with poor living conditions. Leaders are calling for a more humanitarian response, including a short and long-term plan to address the reserve's needs.
Families of unmarried soldiers killed in Afghanistan are addressing Veterans Affairs over what they say is discrimination in death benefits. $250,000 is awarded to families of married soldiers who are killed in battle. Families of those soldiers who are unmarried say this is unfair and have filed human rights complaints. Various cases are under investigation, but the Canadian Human Rights Commission won't comment. Paying single soldiers' families would cost the department an extra $3 million a year.
The Ontario Catholic School Trustees Association says it will not support gay-straight alliances in its schools. The announcement comes after Premier Dalton McGuinty introduced anti-bullying legislation permitting students to organize clubs. Some Catholic schools have banned gay-straight alliances, but McGuinty says the bill will specifically allow students to organize them.
When we come back, we'll have more news from around the country and the world. Reem Jazar will have the sports news, and we'll have your weather forecast with Kathleen Finley.
Get out your advent calendars and start your countdowns. December has officially begun and Christmas is right around the corner. Will we be seeing a month full of the white stuff? I'll fill you in on that and more, plus your 5-day weather forecast after the break.